It was a rainy Tuesday evening. I was standing in line at the grocery store with a cart full of basic stuff: milk, rice, and a frozen pizza. When I swiped my card, it got declined. Twice. The cashier looked at me with quiet sympathy. I pretended to check something on my phone, then walked out, leaving everything behind. On the way home, I sat in my car for 15 minutes, staring at the dashboard. I had less than $100 in my account, rent due in 5 days, and no backup plan. That moment hit me hard, not just because I was broke, but because I felt powerless. That night, I made a decision. I would never feel that helpless again. I didn't know exactly how, but I was going to build a safety net, an emergency fund. And somehow, I was going to do it fast. Number 1. The shift from survival to strategy. After that grocery store moment, I realized I wasn't just broke, I was stuck in a cycle. Every month, I was working hard just to stay afloat. Paycheck came in, bills went out, and I was back to zero. I wasn't building anything. I was just surviving. That's when something changed in my mind. I stopped thinking of an emergency fund as extra money for a rainy day. Instead, I started seeing it as freedom money. It wasn't just for emergencies, it was a tool that could buy me time, options, and peace of mind. If I had a safety net, I wouldn't have to stay in a bad job or say yes to things I didn't want. I also read a 2023 survey that said nearly half of Americans couldn't handle a $500 emergency. That hit me. I didn't want to be part of that stat anymore. So, I made a new plan. I wouldn't just try to save. I would treat this like a mission with goals, deadlines, and strategy. I was done playing defense with money. It was time to go on offense. That small mindset shift changed everything. Number 2. A 6-month timeline. The rules I created and broke. To save $50,000 in just 6 months, I knew I needed more than good intentions. I needed rules. Not boring ones, but rules that worked for me. Some I stuck to, some I broke, and some I adjusted along the way. But these rules became the backbone of my plan. Rule 1. Automate everything but make it fun. I set up automatic transfers from my checking to my savings every Friday. Even if it was just $100, it added up fast. I used an app called Clio that made saving fun like a game. It sent me challenges like save $20 every time you order takeout. I actually looked forward to it. Rule 2. Every expense had to earn its spot. I printed out all my monthly expenses: subscriptions, memberships, random charges. I asked myself, do I really need this? I canceled anything I hadn't used in 30 days. I also used Rocket Money, which found things I forgot I was even paying for. Cutting just a few things saved me around $450 a month. Rule 3. No lifestyle upgrades, only smart swaps. Instead of giving up everything I liked, I found cheaper swaps. I stopped buying $6 coffee and bought a small espresso machine. It paid for itself in 1 month. I paused eating out but started hosting themed dinners with friends. We rotated who cooked. It actually brought us closer. These rules didn't feel like punishment. They felt like power moves. I wasn't cutting back. I was taking control. Number 3. The revenue stack. Building a unique income ecosystem. Cutting expenses helped, but saving $50,000 in 6 months needed serious income too. I couldn't just rely on my 9-to-5 job. So I built what I call a revenue stack, a mix of small income streams that added up fast. Not the usual stuff. These were smart, creative ways that worked together. Skill stacking equals more money per hour. I wasn't an expert in any one thing, but I was pretty good at writing, using Canva, and basic SEO. I combined those skills to offer pitch deck design for startup founders. Each project took about 3 hours and earned me $400 to $700. I found clients on LinkedIn and Reddit. Total in 3 months, around $8,000. Sell digital products, not just time. I made a set of Notion budgeting templates and listed them on Etsy. I shared short videos about them on TikTok. One went semi-viral. In 6 weeks, I made $6,400. No ads, no big audience. Just one good product and honest content. Ride the AI wave. AI tools like ChatGPT were booming, so I offered prompt writing services for small businesses building AI tools. I got gigs through Upwork and niche forums. Some clients paid $800 for writing smart AI instructions. Total, $7,200 in 3 months. Passive moves. High-yield savings plus T-bills. I put my emergency fund into a high-yield savings account with SoFi, over 4% APY, and I also bought short-term treasury bills directly from the government website. My money made money. I earned about $270 in interest in just 90 days. Low risk, no stress. In total, this income stack brought in $29,300. I reinvested most of it straight into my emergency fund. No one stream made me rich overnight, but together, they gave me power and options. And I didn't have to burn out doing it. Number 4. Lifestyle levers that multiplied my savings. I didn't just make more money, I made my life cheaper without feeling poor. I looked for smart ways to spend less without sacrificing the things I cared about. These small lifestyle changes gave me a huge boost. I negotiated my rent without moving out. Instead of moving to a cheaper place, I used data. I showed my landlord similar listings on Zillow and asked for a rent discount in exchange for paying 3 months upfront. Using a credit card float, I paid off the next month. He agreed to knock off 12%. That saved me over $1,000 in 6 months. I took back my time from my phone. I installed a time tracking app and realized I was spending almost 18 hours a week on social media. I cut that in half and used the time to work on freelance projects and learn new skills with free LinkedIn learning thanks to my library card. That free time earned me over $2,000. I started bartering instead of buying. I offered to run social media for a small gym in exchange for a free membership. I babysat for neighbors in exchange for grocery deliveries. It felt old school, but it worked and saved me money while building stronger connections. None of these changes felt painful. They just took creativity. And over time, they gave me more money, more time, and more peace. Number 5. The emotional side, dopamine, discipline, and doubt. Saving a lot of money sounds exciting, but the truth is it's not always easy. It messes with your emotions. At first, I felt proud. Then came the doubt. Friends asked, "Why are you working so much?" Or, "Why don't you just enjoy your money?" I started to feel weird, like I was doing something wrong by choosing discipline over fun. There were moments I wanted to quit, especially on weekends when everyone else was out spending and I was home making dinner from leftovers. But then I learned something cool. Dopamine, the feel-good chemical in your brain, can be trained. I started rewarding myself for every $5,000 I saved. One time, it was a solo Airbnb trip. Another time, I bought a book I really wanted. These small rewards made saving feel good, not like punishment. I also kept a journal. I wrote down every win, big or small. Seeing my progress helped me push through doubt and stay focused. Saving money isn't just a numbers game. It's a mindset game. You need discipline, but you also need to protect your energy, your joy, and your why. That's what kept me going when motivation faded. After 6 months, I hit my goal and passed it. My emergency fund total was $52,130. But the best part wasn't the number. It was how I felt. I slept better. I stopped stressing over surprise bills. I had the power to walk away from a toxic client without fear. I no longer felt stuck. That money became more than a safety net. It was a launch pad. It gave me time, space, and choices. I didn't feel rich. I felt calm. And that was priceless. If you've ever felt like money controls your life, know this. That feeling can change. You don't need millions. You just need a cushion and the belief that you can build it. You don't need to do everything I did, but you can start with small, smart steps. Track every dollar that comes in and goes out. See where your money leaks. List 3 skills you already have. Then look for ways to combine them into a service. Check Upwork, Fiverr, or Reddit gigs. Every $1,000 saved equals a small treat. Could be a spa day, new book, or solo trip. Find one friend to check in with once a week. Text them your goals. Keep each other on track. At first, I thought I was just saving money. But by the end, I realized something deeper. I was taking back control of my life. This journey gave me more than a bank balance. It gave me confidence, peace, and choices. I didn't feel stuck anymore. I felt free. Money didn't solve all my problems, but it removed the stress that kept me from solving them myself. You don't have to be rich to feel secure. You just need a strong foundation. Start where you are. Use what you have. And remember, you are one decision away from changing everything. Now, if you want to learn how to achieve financial success, then watch this video next. If you made it to this point in the video, Please like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.